people out there have started building their social network. They have some mentors and they're building out their careers. Let's say they're facing the big day when they're actually invited to an engineering management interview, right? What do you think they should expect in terms of like, what are the questions they might face? What are the things they should focus on preparing beforehand? Perhaps share a bit of your experience, your recent experience with Twitter or whatever you can. That would be super awesome.
Yeah, sure. So there are a set of questions that every EM interview would ask me. And, I also read this book by Vidal Gropera called as Engineering Management Interview Questions. So he doesn't really tell you how to tackle them, but he just lists all the questions, right? And there are hundreds of questions there. But what I saw from that book during my preparation and also when I was giving my interviews was there is a pattern to it, So first of all, the structure is that they want to look at your execution strategies for sure, right? What are your frameworks? What are your templates? How do you make sure that you're removing those inefficiencies by having the right systems in place? That's one round. Then there will always be a round where it's the engineering manager and tech lead interactions. How do you deal with senior engineers, staff engineers, tech leads? What are your strategies to handle high potentials and low performers? So that's one thing for sure. And the rest of the things are like, how do you deal with product? What's your strategy to deal with product? What kind of an EM are you? Are you more product oriented or are you more, engineering features oriented? So they want to see how you fit with that, right? So overall, the structure is like this. And then the questions, they definitely have a pattern, right? You should be able to talk about your strengths, your weaknesses. And I'm not saying that I'm proud of these questions, right? When someone asks you, what's your weakness? How do you really strategically answer that question without losing that job, right? So strengths, weaknesses, your high points. One question that everyone asked me was, how do you handle low performance? How do you handle high potentials, right? What are the problems that the unicorns face inside the company? So these kind of questions. My core principle to answer these questions is have lots and lots of stories ready ahead of time. What I did was I thought about personalities, right from Cisco all the way to my current job, different personalities, right? Oh, this person was critical. This person was a great tech lead. This person was not so performant. So thinking about people and which reminds you of stories and then how you reacted to them is what is important. So I literally made notes of various stories, positive, negative, put them in different buckets, right? Can you talk about the story as your strength? Can you talk about this for your tech lead interaction? Can you talk about this to showcase your social capital persona? So I would say prepare for them. And some interviews are harder than the others, like Amazon's leadership interviews are very different from the others. So there are patterns there as well. But I'll be happy to share some resources, maybe some blogs and links, and then you can make it available to the audience.
That would be super awesome.